tremendous video there that if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. We've also got a share feature now. You come up here, there's a share feature, and you've got a 6-minute introducing Connect video. This video is good for the individual that already kind of knows the crypto space, but the one that doesn't know anything about crypto, or they're maybe really want more information, this is a great video there for them, because we give them the explainer video, gives probably 6 to 8 minutes of background and tremendous information. The Academy and the sign up form. The point is, you got a copy link for each one of them. You click that link, send it to your friend, and they are connected to you. It is a very exciting time. The WIN blockchain, every now and then I'm asked, what about the WIN blockchain? Steve, really, what's the point behind it? Well, know this. WIN is the proof of action digital reward for qualified activities within Connect. Okay. There are the WIN action points. By the way, we're going to give you a link in a moment that's got everything on it. There's a link there to a rewards plan, a PowerPoint. This is right out of that little PowerPoint. But I'm not going to go over every single one of these today. But as an example, let me just take 2 or 3 action points. Every time you earn $100 worth of Ethereum commissions, okay, you get a point. Every time your friend, that's your frontline individual, the person you referred to the program, every time they make $100, you earn points. And those are the action points right there. But what we want you to do is understand the big picture, because in addition to earning the ETH distributions or commissions for your specific efforts, you can also earn WIN blockchain distributions every single day. The WIN blockchain distributes digitally every single day starting October 1. Okay. On the WIN blockchain, we're a mission to build the largest community in the world as far as the blockchain goes. We're already in dozens of countries, thanks much to the leadership on this call. And then WIN is the digital reward within Connect. Let's take a picture of the future real quick. You know, what about a shopping Connect marketplace? It's going to feature some of your favorite brands, cool stuff from all around the world. You're also going to be able to buy thousands of products there. In addition to, you're going to be able to get nodes of your favorite blockchains. So as you begin to think everything from tennis shoes to nodes as it relates to the future. Very, very exciting times. And what I want to do right now is I want to bring our next speaker up, the guy that he's been there for a long time. I always oftentimes think of him as the Swiss Army knife of the Connect ecosystem, because the guy knows a little bit about everything, but he's also the president of the WIN blockchain. And so, Stephen Miller, if you are there, my friend, take it away, buddy. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'll let you take it away.
Hey, Steve, thank you so much. And man, it's great to be here with all of you. We've got a lot of people here from the US, but a ton of you are obviously international and all over the world and representing where you are. It's great to be here. I know I haven't been on some of these calls for a while. That's not because I haven't been here. I've been heads down working on a lot of different things. Obviously, what you see here is part of that. But I want to stress one thing that Steve said just a minute ago that I think is extremely important. We are launching the WIN blockchain. Up until now, we've been in beta mode, alpha, beta, whatever you want to call it. We've been in kind of our pre-launch phase as we've been testing and finding out really how it's going to work the very best. We've listened to the community, and we are launching October 1st. Now, in order for everyone to make sure that they're in the right place and able to participate, there are a couple of things that you need to know. Number one, you do need to own and operate a WIN node. That does not have to be a smart node. You just have to own and operate a WIN node of some sort. What that is going to do, it is going to allow you to retain your friend chain and move forward and do all that you can within the WIN blockchain. Our goal and really our hope is that the big leaders that are here that know that you can win big, those that know that you have large influence, that if you don't have a WIN node already of some sort, that you get your WIN node and then you activate that WIN node. Those two things need to happen by October 1st for you to retain your friend chain. Outside of that, there is a part of the documentation. I'm actually going to show you something real quick before I go too much further, I want to share my screen, and let me pull this up here. And I want to show you the tools that we have here. Let me actually see if I can pull my screen over. Bear with me for just a second. Nope, that's not it. Let's see here. Sorry. Let me get you the right screen. Well, sometimes it's hard when you're toggling here. So let's see. Let me share one more time. And that's the one right there. Okay, so here on my screen, I'm going to show you, this is a resource that everyone has access to. If you go to connect.win, you're going to be able to pull this resource up, which talks about the launch of the WIN blockchain. This is not too far away. We've got 3 days, 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 18 seconds and counting. But you can see there's a lot of great information here. If you don't have a WIN Smart Node, right over here, you can purchase one. If you do have one, this will take you back into your Connect United account and allow you to activate, there's there on the dashboard where you can actually run and activate your WIN Smart Node.
Hey, Stephen, I hate to interrupt you, brother, but we cannot see your screen. It says that you're sharing it, but it's just showing us a black window for some reason.
Thank you very much. Let me redo that. I appreciate that. How about now?
No, still a black screen.
Let's see.
It tells us you're sharing, but we can't see it.
Well, I don't know what it's doing. Let me try one more thing here, and I apologize. Let me get over here.
You got to love Zoom. It allows us to connect from all over the world, but then sometimes you can't see the screen.
That's how it happens sometimes. All right, let me see. Let's just do this. I'm going to open this up a bit. Okay, this should work here. Can you see that?
There we go. We see
Okay.
a text conversation and we see your family.
Nope, wrong screen.
Okay.
One more time, guys. I'll get there. I promise. Desktop one. Okay, it's desktop one. Here we go.
Don't worry, guys. Stick with us. All the good info is coming. There we go. We see Connect. We see the website with the countdown there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, this is a great resource. It's connect.win. Great resource. Go on to this website. I'm going to scroll down here. Like I said before, you can download and activate if you already have a WIN Smart Node, or if you don't have one, you can purchase one through the new shopping cart system, which is amazing. It really is very simple, but what I wanted to show you here was this comprehensive guide to connecting the WIN blockchain. We've been working on this a lot. It's gone through a ton of different iterations, and there still may be a few small tweaks, but we have it now for everyone to access. And so if you click on that link, you'll be able to pull that down, access that, as well as the simplified version of the rewards plan. Now, all of the information that you need to know are in those 2 documents. They're there, ready and available for you to download and digest. This right here is that document that I'm going to go into in just a minute. But what I want to do before I do that is I want to turn it over to Austin to kind of talk about some of the why. There's a few different things that we are doing to be able to move forward with the entire community. Number one, that we decided that you have to have a WIN node of some sort. And if you don't have a WIN node, then you're choosing to forfeit your friend chain. And so there's some reasoning around that. But Austin, I wanted to bring you on, if you don't mind, and talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So before anyone hits the panic button on that, let me just explain the reasoning, because I know when you very first hear that, it might sound kind of crazy and like, hold on, what is going on? And we fully realize that, but when you understand the reason, I think it makes a lot of sense. So first, let me show you this just as we go right here on this website with all this information. You can read it right here. The WIN blockchain will begin verifying actions using the proof of action protocol at 12 a.m. UTC on October 1st. As a point of reference, that is like 6 p.m. Mountain Time here in America, but everyone can adjust that to their own time zone. And WIN will commence daily distributions of WIN digital rewards at that time. Remember, in order to qualify and retain your existing friend chain, you must have an active win node. Okay. Now, right here on the same site, you scroll down to the FAQs. What will happen to my friend chain on October 1st? The launch of the Win blockchain will immediately begin. We already kind of said that, but right here, if you haven't been active for the past 60 days, then you will forfeit your friend chain unless you activate a Win node before October 1st. Now, let me clarify that and then let me explain the reason, okay? And clarifying it, what that means in order to be active, as it just said, is you need to have a Win node that you own and that you're operating, okay? Now, that does not have to be a Win Smart node. That can be a Win Light node. So right here on this page, you say, I don't have a Win Smart node. I do have one and I don't have one. Over here, it'll help you activate it, make sure that you're running it. Over here, it will allow you to buy one, but it also can just be a Win Light node. Okay. And so here's the reasoning. Let me explain this. And I'm going to try to explain this really well because I think it's really important that we understand the specifics and the why. Okay. And so, here's one thing that I want to say first, just to kind of set the stage, and then I'll explain the reasoning. And that is, you think about it, Win is, let me say it this way. If Connect is the car, Win is the gas in the tank. Okay. And so Win fuels Connect. All the qualified activities within Connect, that's Win. That's the Win blockchain that pays out rewards. It's the Win blockchain that pays out commissions. It's the Win blockchain that incentivizes all of those activities within Connect. So if you want to earn out of the Win blockchain, you have to participate in the Win blockchain. Okay. And so here's the thing. What that means is, in order to retain your friend chain, you're going to have a Win node of some sort, and so are they. Now, let me be very clear about this. Okay. This is not, we don't want anyone to lose their friend chain. Okay. In fact, the reason we're making sure this is so clear is we want every single one of you to keep your friend chain. But some people, as this announcement has started circulating this week, they said, hold on, why would I ever lose it? Okay. Why is it changing? Well, here's the reality. We've been in a beta mode. We've been in a pre-launch mode. And during that time period, everyone has been rewarded and compensated accordingly, according to those guidelines that were in place during that time, right? Well, the final guidelines are now going in place. We're having the official final launch on October 1st. And with that, we now have all of the final guidelines established. And so the reality is, had we never even offered that beta mode or that pre-launch mode, we really would have just been operating under these guidelines from day one, probably. Okay. And so here's what happens. Just like all those other blockchains, like think about Green. I know we have a lot of community members on here that own Green nodes. Okay. Well, if you want to earn any rewards beyond simply the digital rewards that you get for running your node, okay, here in the near future, you'll be able to pay your power bill with Green through PowerPay that we've all heard talked about, right? And so if you want to earn those rewards, you have to do the actions that qualify with Green, like paying your power bill in that example. Or like I'm wearing a Switch t-shirt today. I know a lot of people here are participants with the Switch project. If you want to earn those rewards beyond just running your node, here in the near future, we talked about the beta test happening at the beginning. Here in the near future, you'll have to do the qualifying activities with the Switch card in order to do so. Well, the Win blockchain is no different, okay? In order to earn out of the Win blockchain and in order to be a part of it, you have to participate with it in some capacity, as do your team members. And so that's where owning a Win node and operating a Win node, not just owning it, okay? You've got to operate it, you've got to run it. That's where that comes into play. Now, we want to make that as easy as we can on people. And so understand right now, simply owning a Win Light node qualifies you to be active and, well, owning and operating. Okay, I said that, but let me be clear. Owning and operating, simply a Win Light node qualifies you to be active and completely keep your entire friend chain. Okay, and so that's just really good to know. And a Win Light node is $25, just in case anyone's not sure what that costs. Now, one more thing we wanted to offer in order to make this very easy on people. Again, this is not because we want anyone to lose their friend chain. We want you to keep it, okay? But we know that we have a lot of community members, both in the US and in many other countries, that have been excited about a lot of the different projects. Especially, I know a lot on this meeting right here participated with the Green Project. And some of them have told us, man, if I knew this was coming, I would have saved some of the money I spent on other nodes and I would have purchased a wind node. And so the different supported projects all talked, and there is unanimous agreement there to offer something really unique in order to help people with that exact thing. And let me scroll down, and I'm just going to show you right here. And that is a node exchange. Now, this is something that I don't believe has ever been offered before. It certainly hasn't in the time that I've been a part of this community. And I guess I can't say this with certainty, but I'm pretty confident this will never be offered again. Okay, this is a very unique opportunity. You know, in general, there's a no refund policy, and there's certainly never been an opportunity for a node exchange. But what's going to be allowed for a very limited time is you're going to be allowed to exchange one node of any brand for a Wind node. Okay. And that is true for a smart node. That's also true for a light node. So now you can only exchange one. So you can exchange either one smart node of any brand for a Wind node, or you can exchange one light node of any brand for a Wind node. Okay. Obviously, smart to smart, light to light. Okay. Now, this is for a limited time, and let me show you how you do this. You go to this website right here, and we'll make sure you have the site and have the information. And on this node exchange portion, you just click submit your request right there, and you fill up this out. Select the license you wish to exchange. Okay, you select that brand right there, and you can exchange that for a Wind node. Now, just to be really clear, you cannot exchange like a green node for a switch node or anything like that. You can exchange from any brand, but only to Wind. Okay, I hope that makes sense.
Are you sharing your screen right now?
I am. Can you not see it?
Yeah,
I can. Okay, then.
Okay.
I got something going on my end. Go ahead.
Okay. Sounds good. We can see it, I guess. I hope everyone can see it. And so you click that submit your request button. You can make that exchange right there, sign it, and then you will be good to go. And that will happen very quickly. Okay. We'll have that done so that you can be running your node by October 1st. Now, the one question that I've gotten on that so far, everyone that's heard about it has just been really excited. I think that's really, really cool that all the brands agreed to kind of come together on that and offer that, because they definitely did not have to do that. And it's not really convenient for them to do that, but they understood the importance and they wanted to offer that to everyone. And so the questions that naturally people have is, and sorry, there were a couple questions popping up. I wanted to make sure it was clear. Yes, you can change green to Wind. Yes, you can exchange a green light node for a Wind node. I said that. That question probably came in before. Here we go. And yes, so someone just said, what if I own 12 green nodes? I can change one to Wind, and then I would own one Wind and 11 green. Yes, that is correct. Okay. And the question that's come up the most with me, other than those obvious ones, is, hey, a green node, for example, costs more than a Wind node. Does someone reimburse me for the difference? Does someone cover the difference? And the simple answer is no. Okay, let me explain. First of all, keep in mind, this is simply an option. You do not have to do this. In fact, we're not even necessarily encouraging you to do this. This is purely up to you and your decision of what you prefer and what makes sense to you. Okay. But remember, there's no refunds in general. There's no exchanges in general. This is a unique opportunity. And so no one is going to cover the difference. That's simply an option that you now have available to you that you wouldn't normally. But one thing I would point out is we'll just use the green and Wind example, since that's what's on the screen and what that particular individual asked me in the chat box. Green is further along in mining. Okay. Green has been running for about 4 years, give or take a little bit now. And so the rewards there that are distributed every day are less and less over time, because there's a halving every year and more people running nodes. And so, of course, those rewards distributed are less and less over time. Well, the Wind blockchain is launching in just a few days on October 1st. And so that right there is going to be a brand new project in year one. 25 billion digital rewards are distributed in year one, distributed equally among the active nodes. And so one could argue that you may get a lot more rewards running that node than you would like a green node, for example. Now, obviously, we won't know the true number until they're all live and running and we can see it, but that would potentially make a lot of sense, right? And so it's just up to you and what you value, okay? And so let me see. There's some questions coming in. Let me just address these right now since I think they're all about this. Can I change 2 out of 10 green smart nodes to 2? No, you can change 1. Okay, you can exchange 1. And so if you own 10 green smart nodes, you can exchange 1 to a wind node, and then you would own 1 wind smart node and 9 green smart nodes. Okay. And apparently we have a room capacity of 100 people. I just was informed of that. You know what? This was done on a personal account. This was not done on the Connect United account, which has a bigger capacity. Man, I'm sorry about that. We are recording this meeting. We'll have compliance approve it right away. And hopefully we can get this recording out to people as long as appliance gives us a green light.
Hey, Austin, one other note on that real quick. We've got another meeting that was scheduled 1 hour from right now, literally 1 hour from right now. If you've got friends, colleagues, teammates that did not make this call, or if you want to hear it again, that one's kind of unlimited. So when you're done talking here, Austin, obviously we'll have you put that link in the chat box. Fair enough?
Good idea. Yep, absolutely.
And then also, they don't have to exchange. They can go buy a win.
Absolutely. Yeah, the exchange is not a requirement. We're not even really telling you should. It's simply an option that's been made available. I think that's really cool. This is something, again, that normally would never be on the table even. One question that just came in was, if I have 5 friends, direct to me in my friend chain that either exchange or buy 5 Win smart nodes, do I qualify for Connect Influencer? And I think the real question here is, hey, even if they exchange, does that still count? And yes, that does count. Okay. And then someone just asked, will I receive the commission for selling that Win smart node if they do an exchange? No, there's not a new commission generated there because no new money actually came in. Your commission would have been generated on the original node that was sold. And actually, so you've already earned that particular commission. And in fact, most likely that commission was actually a bigger one because it was probably more expensive, but that would depend on the timing. So, that is very circumstantial, but no, there's not a new commission generated. Last one here, and then I'm going to stop with the questions for now. If more questions come in, we might mention them at the end, but I do want to move this along. I know we're trying to keep this meeting short and it's already going a little bit longer, I think, than we intended. But last one at the moment is, actually there's 2, and one of them is important enough, I'm going to add it in, is I can exchange my node now, but do I need to have it running right away or after October 1st? Yes, you need to have it running right away. Okay, you want it running by October 1st to make sure that you retain your friend chain. Okay, so get that running right away. And if maybe you don't even own any nodes right now, maybe you don't own a single node. You say, man, I'd love to do the exchange, but I don't own any nodes and I don't have the money yet for the $2,000 for the smart node. No problem. Go buy a $25 light node, get that light node running. You'll have no problems. You'll retain your friend chain. Now, the last question, someone said, Austin, why does Win have the yearly $2,000 renewal while other projects don't? Well, there's kind of 2 answers to that. First of all, other projects, the price is also increasing over time. The Win smart node is a fixed $2,000 price. Okay. So yes, it does have the annual renewal, but the price also is not increasing. Okay. And so the way I kind of think of that is it's almost like whenever those other nodes are sold and the price is increasing, the Win node is kind of becoming a better value every single time that happens. But the real more direct answer to that question is there used to be a $200 fee with every brand. So if you owned 5 different smart nodes on 5 different brands, you would have to pay $1,000 a month in order to run those nodes in monthly fees. That was the original model. And the community didn't like that. They gave a lot of input. They voted. They wanted to do away with that. And so it said, okay, sounds good. So that $200 a month fee for every brand was completely removed. It was all directed in Win, and we actually reduced it. It would have been $200 a month for a year, would have been $2,400 a year that you would have to pay to run that node. And instead, it's now $2,000. It's once a year. It's a renewal, and you never have to renew it if you don't want. That's purely optional. And so get to the end of your first year and you make that decision. If you want to renew it, fantastic. If you don't want to renew it, fantastic. Okay. And so, yes, someone asked, is this exchange option for droids also? Yes, droids are now referred to as light nodes. That is what that means. So when you see light node, that is the same thing as a droid. Okay. And so, okay, last question. I know I've said last a couple times, but I just keep seeing good ones. This really is the last. I'll save any others till the end. They said, is the first year of that $2,000 cost free in an exchange? Yes, absolutely, because you've already paid for that first year with your initial purchase of that node that we're allowing the exchange for with the Win node. And so, yes, it would be a complete no cost exchange. And then at the end of that year, if you'd like to renew it, that's up to you.
And if I could add to that real quick, Austin.
Absolutely.
That year actually starts October 1st for everyone. So regardless
Great point.
of when you purchased your Win Smart node or your Win Light node, the actual time clock on that node is going to start on October 1st.
Yeah.
So no fear on that as well.
Yep. Thank you for that clarification there, Stephen. Yeah. Even if you've owned a Win Smart node and you are not renewing, or you're not exchanging one, excuse me, you're not doing the exchange, but you've already owned it for maybe a few months, your year one will start on October 1st, which is pretty cool. All right. With that being said, I'm not even sure who is up next. I just know that I'm done. And so
I'll take it.
Miller, I'm going to hand this off to you, brother.
Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. Thanks for that information. What a great explanation on everything here. Friends, I want to reiterate all of this information and a lot more is on connect.win. It's on that website, connect.win. You can download both documents, our Connect and Win explainer document, as well as a shortened version of the Win blockchain compensation plan. Both of those can be downloaded and viewed right now. It does say on each of those documents that it may not be final form. And the only reason why we have that on there is because we are going through some final stage compliance on that. But we wanted to get it out to you. We want you to see it because, again, we are launching here October 1st. So just to reiterate a lot of things, if you don't have your Win nodes, get one, whether it's a light node or a smart node. Of course, the smart node unlocks and opens more pathways and opportunities for you to earn more on the Win blockchain. But the very best way for you to earn the very most on the Win blockchain is for you to become an influencer. And if you're looking at my screen right now, you'll see that becoming an influencer is simple. We've talked about this in the past. This has been solidified now in our documentation as well. But becoming an influencer is as easy as selling 5 Win Smart nodes. Now, let me clarify a couple of things because I believe I will get these questions. I've gotten them before. If you have already sold 5 Win Smart nodes, you do not have to do it again. October 1st is the launch of the Win blockchain, but we are taking into consideration those that have sold 5 Win Smart nodes already. If you've sold 3 Win Smart nodes already and you need to sell 2 more, that's okay. Sell those 2 more and you will then qualify whenever you sold that last 5th one for becoming an influencer. And again, what an influencer is, I'm not going to get into all of the minute details of this, but becoming an influencer, selling 5 Win Smart nodes or the equivalent in Win Light nodes, so that would be 500 Win Light nodes, that qualifies you to be able to earn all of the different rewards that are offered on the Win blockchain, which really are 5 different rewards. 4 are compensation type rewards. The 5th one is the Win digital reward, of course. And so if you are an influencer, you can earn even more of that Win digital reward by doing those appropriate actions. And I know we've talked a lot about the actions in the past. I'm going to scroll down real quick and just briefly show this slide. It looks probably very similar to what you've seen in the past with a couple of variations here. But this slide is the action point slide. These are those daily actions that you, your friends, and your teams can make that will help you to get the very largest win score. Averaged over a 30-day period becomes your complete win score. Guys, this is what qualifies you to participate in the top 50, the top 500, the top 5,000, and the top 50,000. And I'll just real quick go to that. That's these blocks that we're talking about here. If you are in these top blocks, you are then sharing in these global rewards buckets here. So we're really excited about this. I'm not gonna belabor the point any. All of the details are in these documents. Please look at, read, digest these documents. One of the other things I know that we're going to have to do here in the near future is translation for some of our top countries. And we're going to begin working on that here very, very soon. If you know individuals that are in translation or that are really great at it, we do have resources there also. But if you know people that are great at that, please send those over to us. We'd love to hear from you on that. But with that said, we're going to wrap this up. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn time back over to the president of Connect, Steve Little. And thanks so much, Steve, for hosting all this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have, you both done an incredible job today. Austin, we want to get that link to that next call in the chat if we could. And then I am going to share my screen for one little final announcement here. And stay with me because this is important, guys. Austin, get that link up. That call is actually in 50 minutes, 5:0. We're going to start right on time. It's going to be pretty much exactly what you just heard, refined just a little bit probably, but want you guys to know about that. Okay, the next big event is October 21, 22. It's going to be in Utah. Beautiful location there. And again, you can register for this in your at your dashboard. You log into your site and you'll see it. Something pretty important. There's the first 100 to register are going to get light notes for Switch, Galvin, and Element. That's obviously an exciting thing right there. And then also there's a major contest going right now. And the contest is for a full-on smart nodes, Win Smart Node. Excuse me, not a Win Smart Node. It is a smart node by each of the sponsored events. The Switch node, the Galvin node, and the Element node. So there's 3 different contests going right this minute. The number 1 producers for each one of those categories are going to win a smart node. And so, gang, I want to remind you of what we're doing. We're building this ecosystem, okay? We Connect are like we've all seen, where there's no water, okay? And then when you get water, that's what happens right there. The water in our world is the cash flow. It's the business. It's the transactions happening. And we bring the new eyeballs to the project. We bring that to the ecosystem. And if we are successful, the ecosystem is widely successful. I was smiling earlier. Austin talked about the green power pay, and I was looking at my Switch card earlier. It's already built in to happen. It is literally weeks away before that will be announced and be live. And anyway, so if there's no further ado, Austin, did we get that link up? Did we get it up in the chat?
Yes, we did. It should be in there for everyone. That's starting in just a little less than 50 minutes. That is 12 o'clock noon Mountain Time. And everyone can, of course, double check their time zone or just join us in 49 minutes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, Austin, if there's no other questions that demand an answer right now, we're going to go ahead and call this one a wrap.
Recording stopped.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I want to thank you for your time, your effort, your energy today, the leadership that put this on, that brought everybody together. We thank you and applaud your efforts and your leadership. And we're going to call this one a wrap. Thank you, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you.